Oh, what's up, guys? Well, I don't know why I start every video with It's like that's my tagline. This is the second time that I'm telling this story. I recorded this video earlier, and for whatever reason, it just decided to disappear off of my camera. So maybe it was all those times I was smacking my camera in the face yesterday with my little fancy outro. So maybe that was my camera's way of getting me back. Either way, this story was too good not to record a second time. So I have two dogs. I've got a chocolate lab. This is him right here. Hey Gideon, say hi. And then I have a pit bull. Come here, Bailey. This is Bailey. Bailey's about 5 years old. Gideon's about 4 years old. And both of them were heroes today. Specifically, Bailey, our pit bull, was a huge hero. We went on a walk this morning, and I try to take them on walks as often as I can just so they can get some energy out. What was funny is this morning, it was the first time in about at least a week that I had walked them. So Harvest actually decided to come with me. Harvest is my 2-year-old daughter. She wanted to come along, so we loaded her up in the stroller. My wife decided to hang back. She is literally days away from giving birth. Anyway, we went on our normal neighborhood walk, and we got to this one part of the neighborhood, and this older lady, she's probably in her 60s, maybe 70s. She, right as we were walking by, she walked out of her gate, the gate of her front yard, to walk her dogs, two little bitty dogs. I think they were Shih Tzus. Anyway, they probably didn't weigh but 20 pounds, 15 pounds, pretty small. And you know, they're kind of barking up a storm. So you know, I tried to keep my dogs walking straight. Bailey, the pit bull, she likes to make friends. So she was wanting to run over there, but I tried to just keep it straight. And as we walked past them, Bailey usually is kind of pulling me a little bit to go, like I said, make friends. But this time, you know, I had headphones in, and I was listening to a podcast or something, and Bailey's like pulling harder than normal, and so usually I don't even look where she's pulling. I'll just kind of yank her, and she'll kind of continue walking. But she was like pulling pretty hard, and so you know, sure enough, I kind of turned just to. I figured she was pulling towards the other dogs, but I just kind of turned to see what was going on, and there's another dog that came from a house just a couple blocks down. He charged the old lady and her two smaller dogs, and actually like attacked one of her dogs, and had it on the hind leg, had its back leg, and was kind of in attack mode. And so instinctually we just kind of start running at it, and I'm kind of yelling. Well, Bailey, my pit bull, I was going to try to keep both of their leashes. Well, her leash slipped out of my hand, and she just takes off at this other dog. I don't know what kind of dog it was. It was about a 50-pound, some kind of, I don't know. It was about a 50-pound just dog. So it wasn't a huge dog, but it was bigger than the Shih Tzus were. And so Bailey just takes off at this dog, and the dog, obviously seeing Bailey, kind of lets go of the Shih Tzu and starts kind of running. She didn't really attack the dog, but just chased her off, and I was able to run them down, and I grabbed Bailey's leash. The other dog started running towards us and kind of barking, trying to be aggressive, but he didn't make any moves on us, because a little 50-pound dog against a 100-pound chocolate lab and a 75-pound pit bull probably wouldn't end well for the other dog. And so I just started kind of running after him and just telling him to to just back off, and he did. And the old lady was able to get her dog kind of inside, and it seemed like, I mean, obviously there was a little bit of a puncture wound, and but they loaded him up or loaded her up and took her to the vet. I didn't know what was going to happen after. I just kind of took the dogs and took Harvest, and we just went home. But then afterwards, after we got lunch, we went by the house just to check and see if they were back from the vet, and they were. And I'm proud to say that the little dog that got attacked he's doing okay. He's gonna be all right. Just had like I said, a couple of little puncture wounds, so it was bleeding a little bit. But the vet just gave him some antibiotics and some cream, some ointment. And vet said she'll be okay with just a little bit of time. So that was a relief to hear. Hey Bailey. Hey, say hi. Say hi. You're a hero. There's Gideon. To me, the craziest part about the whole story is just the timing of it. I mean, had I been a minute earlier or even a minute later, there's no telling what would have happened. I mean, that dog might have not stopped, and it could have been literally deadly. And so, I know a lot of you guys who follow me, y'all know I believe in a higher power for sure, and I really do believe it was a God thing that I was right there at that exact moment, right when she needed help. My dogs are heroes today, especially this one right here. Bailey, you're a hero. You got anything to say, Bailey? Hey, leave a like if you think these dogs deserve like a whole bag of treats today. I might even need to take them to the groomer and let them get groomed up or something. What do you think, Bailey? Come here, Bailey. Come here, Bailey. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.